We're here with stakeholders. We're here about economic development, and as Manning McPhillips alluded, particularly what we can do in the area of building on our aerospace capability and the success we've already had in aerospace with employers like Lockheed Martin, Pratt & Whitney, and Northrop Grumman. I believe in this new tanker. The KC-135 that we're using is the same KC-135 that we were using when I was a member of the Air Force Base at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base in North Carolina back in the 70s, and it was used well before that. It's time for a new tanker. As a matter of fact, it's past time for a new tanker. I think EADS has a good product. It's flying now. It has won competitions internationally. It's ready to go. The choice of the objective assessment in 2008, I regret that the Secretary of Defense made what I believe was a politically pressured decision and decided to kick that can down the road and call for a new competition. But I think we can win this competition, and I do think it'll be good, certainly not just for Mobile, but for the Gulf Coast, and particularly for Mississippi workers. So I think it's a good product. I think it'll be even better if we have the right workers working on those assembly lines to manufacture the new tanker, and those would be workers right here on the Gulf Coast. I know a little about EADS. We started building helicopters several years ago. It's been a bright spot in the defense contracting work. They believe in producing a product under budget, on time, or earlier. That's almost their byword. And so I can say that if we're fortunate enough to get the contract on the Gulf Coast, not only will these 4 states benefit, not only will our Gulf Coast workers benefit, but the troops in the field that depend on this will be better off, and national security will be well served. So I'm optimistic. We don't know. I don't have any inside knowledge, but we are optimistic, and we feel like we have a real good product. We think we have a strong academic base to offer people involved in job creation for the Gulf Coast states. In Mississippi, the University of Southern Mississippi is working on this super lightweight composite at its Polymer Research Institute. Mississippi State University, of course, has the Raspet Research Flight Laboratory. It's a top-notch facility teaching students to design, build, and test aerospace vehicles. And of course, we have the Stennis Space Center. We have representatives from Hancock County here today, and we're all very, very much interested in what they're doing there and at NOAA, and they work with MSU at both of those entities. And of course, the University of Mississippi has the National Center for Physical Acoustics. It performs research on aeroacoustics, wind noise, and atmospheric acoustics. So our universities and our academic community, we divide up loyalties on Saturdays on the gridiron, but we work in cooperation on many of these things. And I think the general public would be surprised as to how well they work together on providing academic resources for job creation. Of course, there's manufacturing, there's BAE, there's General Dynamics, there's Rolls-Royce, and then outside of South Mississippi, we have Aurora Flight Sciences and Stark Aerospace. They're at the forefront of building these remotely piloted aircrafts as unmanned aerial vehicles. A lot of people were being scared when we said unmanned vehicles. And Lord have mercy. What have they done to us? So we say they're remotely piloted. They are piloted. So we got to learn the term RPA. And then, of course, I'm wearing my fish tie today. I don't know if you've noticed. It's catfish, but it's the best I could do. You know, looking through the closet this morning pretty early. But our productive fisheries are essential, as the slides alluded. Seafood harvesters, seafood processors, local restaurants, we've gone through a tough year, no doubt about it, with the Deepwater Horizon, and it had a significant impact and is having a significant impact on us yet. Some 9,000 square miles of federal waters remain closed. So genuine recovery will require recovery of and participation from our Mississippi fishermen.